a rock to top up my portrait.
It's almost like losing a loved one.
I honestly don't care what they play at my funeral, but I do want to make sure it's a celebration, not a mope fest. It was classic Ozzy, but when the day came, it wasn't light or laughter. What his loved ones felt was loss. Chapter 1. The Lost. On July 22nd, the Prince of Darkness took his final bow. Ozzy Osbourne died peacefully at the age of 76, surrounded by his family. The official confirmation came in a quiet statement to USA Today, where his family called it one of the hardest moments they'd ever faced. And yet, the second the news hit the world, the silence was broken, not by mourning, but by music, memories, and tributes loud enough to shake the sky. Chapter 2. Elton John. Elton John, one of Ozzy's dearest friends, was among the first to speak. His words were personal. In a deeply emotional message on Instagram, he shared how much Ozzy meant to him, not just as a fellow rock legend, but as a dear friend. Elton spoke of Ozzy's incredible impact on music, calling him a true trailblazer who earned his place among the greats. He also remembered Ozzy's humor, saying he was one of the funniest people he'd ever known. With genuine sorrow, Elton said he would miss him dearly and sent his love and heartfelt condolences to Sharon and the entire Osbourne family. But the music world wasn't done saying goodbye. Not even close. Chapter 3. Pantera. That same night, the very same night Ozzy died, Pantera took the stage in Cincinnati, and in a move that felt more like divine timing than coincidence, they gave Ozzy the concert funeral he'd always joked about. During their set, they performed a hauntingly beautiful cover of Black Sabbath's Planet Caravan. As the music played, images of Ozzy, both animated and real, lit up the screen. It wasn't just a tribute, it was a resurrection. It hit even harder coming from Pantera's guitarist, Zakk Wylde, a man who had spent nearly 4 decades at Ozzy's side. "Thank you for blessing the world with your kindness and greatness, Oz," he wrote on Instagram, as if anything less wouldn't be loud enough for Ozzy to hear from wherever he was. "You brought light into so many lives and made the world a better place." He didn't stop there. Wylde called him lion-hearted. He thanked God for putting Ozzy in his life. And maybe what hit hardest was how true it all felt, because this wasn't just another post. After losing guitarist Randy Rhoads, Ozzy was heartbroken and unsure he'd ever find someone to fill that void. Then came a tape from a young Zakk Wylde. At first, Ozzy dismissed it as a Randy clone, but after everything changed, Wylde became more than just a guitarist. He became Ozzy's right hand through the chaos, the music, and the legacy. Their bond was loud, deep, and unbreakable. But Zakk wasn't the only one with a heavy heart. As the news traveled through the veins of the rock world, another legendary name was about to speak. Chapter 4. From Megadeth. It was David Ellefson, former bassist of Megadeth, who recounted the exact moment he heard the world-shifting news. On July 23rd, just a day after Ozzy's passing, Ellefson appeared on Fox 10 Phoenix and shared a deeply personal account of where he was when it happened. David Ellefson was in a London studio when he heard the news that Ozzy Osbourne had passed. Resting on a couch during a break, his guitarist, Walter, showed him the Sky News clip. It felt unreal. Ellefson immediately reached out to Slash, who was equally stunned. And as more messages poured in, like one from Kiss drummer Eric Singer confirming the truth, the weight of it sank in. Just weeks earlier, Ellefson had seen Ozzy at the Back to the Beginning farewell concert in Birmingham. David remembered being invited to a VIP area by Sharon Osbourne herself. Ozzy, though seated, looked radiant. "He was glowing," Ellefson said. "He looked like the king of the ball as he was." What happened next was almost cinematic. Kelly Osbourne was proposed to right in front of him, with Sharon watching proudly. Ellefson described it as feeling like the Osbournes' living room. But even that magical night couldn't soften the blow. "Ozzy was our Elvis," he declared. "When Elvis died, time stood still. That's exactly what this feels like." He praised the timing of the farewell show, calling it divinely beautiful that fans were able to say goodbye while Ozzy was still with them. It was, in Ellefson's words, a memorial before the loss. And just as one legend mourned, another took the stage with his own tribute, Sir Brian May. Chapter 5. Sir Brian May. This wasn't just a post, it was a love letter. Raw, reflective, and full of pain only rock legends can understand. So sad to hear of Ozzy's passing, May wrote, remembering that final performance at Villa Park as glorious, a true farewell drenched in energy, love, and history. Backstage, he and Ozzy had exchanged quiet words. No cameras. Just two old friends, one unknowingly saying goodbye. He passed peacefully with his loving family close by, Brian added. But the world will miss Ozzy's unique presence and fearless talent. And with that, May reached out to the rest of Ozzy's musical bloodline, Bill Ward, Geezer Butler, and his dear friend Tony Iommi. This is family, Brian wrote, because in rock, family isn't just blood. It's the bond forged through chords, chaos, and decades of loyalty. It's not just the touching words from these legends that show how much Ozzy meant. His family, bandmates, fellow musicians, close friends, and fans all over the world are heartbroken. And when you hear what they're saying, it simply shows what he's truly earned: love.